Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Nvidia, AMD, Tesla, and MU. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click over here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/stock. Bookie. All right, guys, Nvidia daily chart, 17 million on the day, $10.68 red, a little bit down after hours, 6.75% down on the day. Great retrace up into this area. As long as we stay below this 20 MA and below this low pivot here around 176, this one's going to keep just consolidating sideways. You come off of a high pivot, sideways, down. A little bit of retrace, sideways, down. A little bit of a retrace, sideways. Will this lead to the next down move? We're still holding this big gap fill at 146.75, so that's a little positive for this, but we're still chopping around in this lower range. A little bit scary, guys. Here's what you see on the weekly chart. You know, we're breaking the trend. Look at this trend. It was just intact. Oh, buy the dip. They got everybody conditioned to buy the dip. So now everyone's buying a dip here, buying a dip there, buying a dip here, buying a dip there. Now they got margin involved. And gosh, you know, if they got margin calls, guys, this is going to drag this thing down even lower. Market sell, like the SPY, the IWM, the overall indexes, the Qs, this will be hitting 116, 115 area. If the markets continue to dump, we will be at $100, $95 on this stock. Stock of the year, guys, getting hit hard. So follow this Nvidia. Buying the dip, not yet, guys. You know, if you are stuck in this one, I'm sorry, but I think it's still going lower, guys. 200 MA was the target for a lot of these stocks, and we're so close to it now, it's got to hit it. But if this thing comes down into this area, this could be a really, really good buying opportunity. But we're going to see. I don't know what 2019 is going to bring. It could bring more pain, and we got to get through this holiday season. If we do not bounce and just kind of chop around during the holidays in this lower range, I think 2019 is setting up for some more downside action. The only thing on the weekly though too that I'm really seeing that's a little bit positive, we're a little bit stretched from the 20 MA. So this could tend to go back up into this area and try to reach for this one. If this starts to come in though, this will come in the next couple of weeks if it stays in this area. If that starts to follow down and comes into price, that could send these markets lower. So, or well, if Nvidia goes down, everything's going down too. It's kind of like Apple, Amazon, you know, and everything else that that we're looking at. So Nvidia, guys, still a weak stock. Be careful with your trying to go long or short at this point. Shorting was up here, not shorting down here. I mean, it still could go lower. Just be careful with this name. Stock of the year, guys. AMD. Let's go to the daily chart. So daily chart, 19 or let's see, $1.84 down, 105 million shares traded, 8.64% red on the day. Guys, when we shorted this one, we shorted right here, guys. So we had a position in here from 23.30, almost picked it off the top. We covered half at 21.45, and then we covered half of the half at 19.98 yesterday, and then we took it all off at 19, where did we 20. So at 19.20 we took the last position off, and look at that, guys, we almost caught it at the low. I was like, you know what, whatever the percentage is on this one, we were up on the trade, what was it, 8.64% today. I think it was around 20%, 25% on this trade or whatever it was. But guys, you get a pullback like this on AMD, you're done. You get to buy the dip mentality, and this one goes straight up. This one's still looking weak, though, guys. We filled the gap on that. Remember that gap up? So we came across here. We're looking like we're doing a trend line breakout. Hit it, got above it, consolidation, pop up. All the bulls are buying right here. What were we doing at StockBookie.com? We were shorting this name. Boom, boom, got paid and out the door. So now we're coming back into some more support down here at 1802. I mean, we still got support at 19 bucks. 1850, and then the 200 MA down here, but still coming off of a high pivot, down, sideways, down. Now we're kind of going sideways with a retrace. We do have a low, a higher low, so the trend is there. This is the big area right here around 1807 or so, and around where's the 1802 is the 200 MA. So does it come down in this area? We're going to see, but we're back into this little pennant here as well, as you know, tried to break out. Failed breakouts, guys, usually lead to lower prices, and this could actually retest the $16 area. So be careful if you're trying to go long in this name. All right. Big area still for support will be the 1865. The trend line here with the 200 MA, and then double bottom, stuff like that. So bulls, you got to just reverse and get above this trend line here, and attack the 20 MA again and the 50 MA. Right now, you're kind of in the middle of the range from this high to this low. So really nothing to do for me. This would have been the area to short. If it comes down to here, maybe long. Again, if the markets, the SPY, the US, or the IWM, the Q start moving lower, this is all going lower. We still have a gap fill to fill around 1617. I don't think it filled it here, but that's an area to watch too, as well as, you know, around 15 bucks, 14.42. Not out of the woods yet in this one, guys, so be very, very careful. Weekly chart though. Weekly chart, same thing. A little bit uglier though, guys. You're coming off a high pivot down. You're inside this bar, goes up, retraces up, and comes right back in, guys. Trying to go above the 20 MA here on the weekly time frame and right back down. Big area to watch again is 17 bucks, and then the $16 area down here. This thing starts to crack and come in, and here's your little pennant. So you're back in here, but man, on a weekly time frame, this little pattern here is pretty ugly. So let's see what we go into next week. Again, the holiday season could be the wild card for the float. So keep an eye on the SPY and the volume. Very, very important in my opinion. Let's look at Tesla. So Tesla, I think they had an upgrade or something up here. I don't even know what it was, but let's go to the 10-minute. This was a pretty good reversal, guys. We get the gap up. Me and my members, we added more to the short, guys. We added more to the short right at 374.40. We didn't pick it off at the top, but when this thing pops up like this, guys, on a daily chart on an upgrade, and you're still not above all this resistance, and we filled the gap right here, we got above 375. You got to take a shot at that, guys. You have to. And then this is where the other pivot was, right here at 373.69, which is going to be resistance. So you got gap fill. You got the old, pivot high here. Then you still got the 386 area up in this area. And look at that. As long as we stay within this candle right here from the last high, look at that, came right back in, guys. But when we added this half here at 370, where did we do? 374.40, guys, when it pulled back, we covered half of that again. I'm not going to mess around with this one. So we took on that day trade. When we added that half position at 374.40, we covered half already at 361. We've done this 3 times with this stock. So for all you guys, listen to people that I'm getting killed on Tesla, guys, we're killing it on Tesla. We shorted here, covered down here. It came back up, we shorted again, pulled back again, we covered half again. Went back up, we did a half again, covered half again. Still in a half position on this one, and totally in the driver's seat. So Tesla, guys, best trading stock ever, especially for intraday, couple day swing trades. That I love this one. And now we're in the upper range. This one can easily come back to 250, guys. I'll be out of this one, but again, comes back to 250, I'll be going long in this one now. So yeah, so that was an ugly reversal. That could definitely lead to lower prices. I think Elon has something he's doing on Sunday, some interview or something, so that could change everything. But my oh my, guys, this thing comes in, if the markets come in, the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, this little candle here is showing lower prices to come. Still in a good stance above the MAs, bullish stance, blah, 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 chopping around. But man, again, this one broke out, failed. Trying to break out again. Didn't fail completely, but we're still within this candle here, and that's what I like to see. So I am still short with a half position, totally in the driver's seat, and we'll see what Tesla gives us in the next couple of weeks. Weekly chart on Tesla, pretty much the same thing. Above the MAs, strong stance, but you have a little bit of a doji candle here. I mean, a nice straight up, straight down, closed within this candle. That's what I'm pretty much watching, and closed below the 360 area as well. So that's something to watch for on Tesla, guys. If you're a bull, you can see the moves. Short it, go long, short it, go long. I mean, it's always easier after the fact, but we've caught a bunch of shorts, and we went long on this one a couple times. I mean, 100-point swings, guys, up and down. You can see it. Sometimes it holds up a little longer, comes in. Sometimes it, holds a little longer down here. But even on here, we get the retrace back up and right back down with the MAs. great trading vehicle, guys. Eventually this one maybe goes up, but right now I think it's on its way back down. So again, we're in the driver's seat with our short, so it doesn't really matter, guys. But this one here, it was $5 down on the day after a big gap up. We did have, what do we have? 11 million shares traded on the day. Yeah, 11 million shares traded on the day. After hours, it was up a little bit, it looks like, but it was 1.40% down on the day. So that's a pretty good reversal. That's something to keep an eye on with Tesla. Yeah, unbelievable, guys. Just a news-driven stock, though. Gets an upgrade. Elon comes out and tweets, and the next Trump comes out, more tariffs, stuff like that. Just beware with this one, guys. We are in the upper range again, and it has a tendency of coming right back down to the lower range. So if you're trying to go, long in this one, don't do it. Let it come down, see if you get cheaper prices. And if it goes up without you, great, let it go up. One day it will come back down to the 250 area. It's just the way the stock is. That's just, even if you go back here on this one too, same crap. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then this was the Model 3, I think, where it took off. Now we're in this upper range, going up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just, it's a great trading vehicle, at least for me. All right, let's go into MU. MU, it's pretty much saying F you, to be honest with you. So the daily chart, this one is $2.36 down, a little bit down after hours. 30 million shares traded, 6.26% in the red. We have no position in this one. We shorted here, we shorted here. I think we shorted on this retrace, one of these retraces, and then I don't think we've done anything with this one in the past. We had some really good shorts on this one. Let's see here. Pretty good downtrend right now. They're trying to get it above these high pivots and comes right back in. Now we're down sideways, chopping around below the MA's weak stance. If this area cracks, this 34.30 area or double bottom there, we're going to see on the weekly chart. I still think we're going to 28 bucks or so, down in here somewhere. So this pattern here, weak stance, 20 MA, is curling down with it. We're still not out of the woods, with anything, guys. The bottom line is the SPY and the IWM start to push higher. These will probably push higher. Those go lower, this will go lower, guys. We're coming in some key areas on this one, still below the 750. When they retrace this thing up and bring it right back down, retrace it up, bring it right back down, they're getting people to chase it, dump it, chase it, dump it. And eventually they'll be on the wrong side of the trade. Pretty much the bulls go long here, they short it here, they go long here, they short it here, and then by the time they know it, they're getting wiped out, and 4 or 5 times, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I'm losing all my money. So guys, slow and steady in these markets, small positions, don't get crazy, and that's what I teach here at StockBookie.com. We've been killing it, guys, just murdering these markets. We had 7 put positions last week, covered them all, most of them over 100% wins. And they were mostly in the indexes, guys, the SPY and all that. But my gosh, guys, if you don't know what you're doing in these markets, just slow it down, smaller positions. You will get murdered. Big support, though, 34.25 down here. If that gives out, let's go to the weekly on this one. You can see a little bit better. Weekly 200 MA is my target. That's why I'm saying we probably go down to 27 bucks. If it does come to this area, this could be an interesting area to buy. But when you come off of a high pivot and you're down here consolidating on a weekly chart inside bar, and now you're coming right back into the lows, you got to be careful, guys. Wild card is the holiday season. 20 MA is curling down, just like Nvidia. What am I telling you? This will curl down. If this ends up coming into here this week, or maybe in a week or so, depending on how this thing works out, this will send this thing lower. And honestly, guys, this pattern here, this could bring us to 25 bucks, maybe lower. Got to be really, really careful with these stocks right now. Not to scare anybody and doom and gloom anybody, but this is these are the areas, guys, where I think the markets are trying to make a rolling top. And if the IWM and all those start coming in hard and heavy, and we're due for a good ass kicking too, guys. So just be really, really careful with these trades. But again, 200 MA is my target on a lot of these stocks. And that's right at 28.87, so it's not too far away. And then 27.05 down here. All right, guys, so another stock just is getting creamed, guys. This was a $65 stock that's at 35 bucks now. All the Apple's getting hammered, Facebook's getting hammered, Nvidia got hammered. BA starting to come in, Amazon starting to come in again, you know, Tesla even, nice reversal. Everyone was so bullish on Tesla, and guys, we were short. It was pretty cool. So, you know, we will go long eventually. Right now, we're mostly short in our positions, but when we start hitting really, really good support, we will be turning this table around. Funny story though, guys, when everyone's going short because everything thinks it's bleeding, StockBookie and his members will be going long. So there will be a time and a place, just not now. Let these markets settle in, and let's see what we get next week, guys. But again, please like the video, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Go to my website, sign up. There is a free membership and there's a paid membership. The paid is $30 a month, guys. We killed it last week, guys. We covered so many shorts, put positions, just rocking these markets. Even the AMD, guys, if you would have took that trade with 100 shares or 200 shares, it pulled back a couple bucks, you would have made $600. It would have paid for the year. So don't forget, check out StockBookie.com and come on to the live sessions. Yeah, become a YouTube subscriber. Go to the live sessions. When I go live, you get popped up, and we do have some intraday action, trading action on that as well. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.